On the track right now is the Cover and Hilton Rolling Thunder class. Three cars out there right now with the 73 of Trent Masters out front, the 48 of Jimmy Phone in second, and Nick Cherry in at 27 in third. Want to welcome everybody out here tonight. As right now it is the race for the first between the 73 of Trent Masters and the 48 of Jimmy Phone. Checker flag in the air for the 73 of Trent Masters, the 48 of Jimmy Phone, and the 27 of Nick Cherry. American Big Rig Series qualifying. You are going to see 14 big rigs here tonight. They're going to come out in groups of 4 for their qualifying. We're going to put them into 2 heat races, the fast heat and the slow heat. Then we're going to have a race called the Eliminator, where it is kind of like King of the Hill, where one truck will go out onto the track, then another truck will come out, and the fastest stays on the track, and the slower one goes to the pits. All right, here they come. All right, let's take a guess on how fast you think they are going to go. It's been a while since they've been here. Last time was in 2017. So we're almost, would that be 7 years? I'm not very good on my math, but on the track right now, it is going to be the number 9, Brian Cash out of Hot Springs, North Carolina, and Jupiter Motorsports, Peterbilt Cat Engines. It'll be number 3, Alan Bowles out of Weaverville, North Carolina, Jupiter Motorsports, Peterbilt Cat Engines. It'll be the 16 of Michael Caesar Motorsports, Henderville, North Carolina, the Volvo Engines. It'll be the 00 of Brent Arnold, Sundance Motorsports, Freightliner, Detroit Engines. All right, qualifying is underway. Let's get them up to speed. Boy, this is Bandit coming at you, eastbound and down. Here we go. Let's see right here. A 22.301, 23.043 for Brian Cash, 21.225, and 22.048 for Brent Arnold. Checker flag in the air for the 3 of Allen Bulls, 22.130. Michael Caesar, 20.905, and Brian Cash with 20.920, and Brent Arnold with a 22.108. What'd you think about that, race fans? You like that pretty good? That's just qualifying right there. We're going to see a little bit of racing action later. You got to get them warmed up a little bit. It's hard to believe that these are the same trucks that we see up there off of I-44 interstate. All right, so here comes group number 2 on the track here. That's going to be the 88. Mike Morgan. The 01, Chris Hinkle-Hain. The 20 of Jamison Gibson. Chris out of Quakertown, Pennsylvania. Sundance Motorsports, Freightliner, Detroit engine. You got the 20 of Jamison Gibson, Gibson Motorsports. Chester, North Carolina, Freightliner, Detroit engine. And the 41 of Marshall Davis out of Mars Hill, North Carolina, Jupiter Motorsports, Peterbilt Cat engines. Right now they're all in that 21, 22, 23 range. That's how fast they're going right now. So right now the fastest time is Mike Morgan with Michael Caesar, with a time of 20.905. Mike Morgan with a time of 21.222. Jamison Gibson with a time of 21.522. Chris Kittlehan with a time of 21.624. Then a 41 of Marshall Davis at 21.660. Brian Cash with a time of 21.920. Brent Arnold with a time of 22.048. And the 3 of Allen Bowles with a time of 22.130. So on the track right now, we got the 4 of Scott Treadway out of Marshall, North Carolina. The 66 of Austin Hope. Austin Hope there out of Fun, Wisconsin. Mitchell Motorsports, Ford Cat engine. Getting the 21 of Nick Black out of Whitmere Motorsports. Bob Mitchell in the 13 out of Mitchell Motorsports, Waukegan, Wisconsin. I smell smoke. Lebanon I-44 Speedway. Let's give these big rigs a round of applause. Woo-wee. That's just a little teaser right there before we stack them up into some heat races. Up next, it's going to be the Charger class. All right, on the track right now, we've got our 417 sports car Chargers. We got the one of Gary Barrows, the 59 of Michael James, the 53 of Joe Williams, the 13 of Jaden Smith, the 7 of Ronnie Taylor, the 13H of Hayden Smith. Coming out, ladies and gentlemen, driven by the 23 of Nicholas Bradshaw, but tonight it's going to be the 23 of Michael Jurgensen. Michael Jurgensen is going to be behind that 23 machine, and it's going to be the 29 of Nate Scrivener. So the lineup got shuffled up a little bit. These Chargers aren't running transponders tonight, so they won't be on the scoreboard or the lineup on Show Me Dirt. Out front there, look at this race, the 23 of Michael Jurgensen, the 13 of Hayden Smith out front. Right now it's the 23 of Michael Jurgensen out, 13. Here comes Nate Scrivener in that 29 machine. Street Stocks and Crown Vics, please make sure you look at your lineup. Street Stocks and Crown Vics, please make sure you look at your lineups. 23 of Nicholas Bradshaw out front. 13 of Hayden Smith in second. Then a 29 of Nate Scrivener in third. That might be Jaden Smith in that 13. It's one of the Smith boys. Checker flagging here for the 23 of Nick Bradshaw, or Michael Jurgensen, excuse me. Apologize for that. The 23, Michael Jurgensen. And the 13 of, I'm going to say that's Hayden Smith, and the 29 of Nate Scrivener. Martin's one-stop street stock heat races. All right, on the track right now, we got the 0 of Corey Henson. The 6 of Ed Mangus. So we're waiting for a few drivers here. 33 of Riley Sharp will be on the pole. The 6 of Ed Mangus on the outside. Row number 2 will be the 0 Corey Henson on his outside. Going to be 88 of Michael Jurgensen. Then it's going to be the 7 of Matt Hazel. All right, so bear with us tonight, fans. We got a lot of drivers that are doing double duty and triple duty. So a lot of drivers are going to be going back to back to back. But man, it's good to see all you fans here tonight. It's good to see the Wild Side packed plumb full. We appreciate you guys for being here, and we know if you were here at the beginning, one of our good friends, Nicholas Bradshaw, had a accident over there by the pits, and our thoughts and prayers are with him and with all the doctors and the nurses up there in Springfield at Mercy. But that white 23 was his car. That was the car he was going to drive tonight, 23, and Michael Jurgensen was behind the wheel of that 23 machine that got the heat race win. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. The 33 of Riley Sharp out front. In the 33, the 0 Corey Henson in second. Here comes Matt Hazel on that 7. Matt Hazel on the inside, side by side. Riley Sharp, Corey Henson, Matt Hazel, Michael Jurgensen. Riley Sharp out front. The 0 of Corey Henson in second. The 00 of or the 88, excuse me, Michael Jurgensen in third. Riley Sharp out front. The 8, Michael Jurgensen in second. The 7 of Matt Hazel in third. The 0 Corey Henson sitting there in fourth. Got the 80, so the 88 of Michael Jurgensen, your winner. The 33 of Riley Sharp, second. The 0 of Corey Ensign in third. And Matt Hazel sitting there in that fourth spot. Nice. So got the 43 of Tony Johnson, the 71 of Don Morant, the 8 of Aaron Wilkie, the 00 Chris Johnson, and the 27 of Dakota Scribner. All right, your lights will be going off. Don't forget, fans, during intermission, we're going to have an autograph session. If you're over on the wild side, you come over here to chair number 1, and it's going to be on the track. So we're going to have an autograph session on the track. Green flag is in the air. Out front is the 71 of Don Morant, that 71 machine. Then the 00 Chris Johnson. Got the 8 of Aaron Wilkie. 27 of Dakota Scribner going to go on that inside. But look at this, we got 2 races in 2 different places with Chris Johnson taking advantage, going into turns 3 and 4. Coming out of 4, Chris Johnson out front now, your new race leader. Don Morant in that 71 in second. But look at the race there for third between Scribner and the 8 of Wilkie. Chris Johnson out front, the 71 of Don Morant, 27 of Scribner on the inside of the 8 of Wilkie, side by side at the line. Look at the race for third. Dakota Scribner going to jump up there to that third spot now. Chris Johnson in the 00, the 71 of Don Morant. 27 of Dakota Scribner in third. White flag is in the air for the 00 Chris Johnson, the 27 Dakota Scribner in second, to 71 of Don Morant in that third spot. Checker flag in the air for the 00 Chris Johnson, the 27 of Dakota Scribner in second. The 71 of Don Morant in third. Aaron Wilkie in fourth. And Tony Johnson rounding out in fifth. The first All-American Big Rigs Heat Race number 1. Here we go as they come on out to the track. We are getting ready to see some racing action. It's going to be in Heat Race number 1. It's going to be the 3 of Alan Bowles on the outside of 00, Brent Arnold. It'll be the 9 of Brian Cash on the outside, the 41 of Marshall Davis. Be Chris Quinhan in the 20 of Jamison Gibson and the 4 of Scott Treadway. Race fans, get on the edge of your seat. For a lot of you, this is what you paid for right here. This is just a little preview. Half of the field in Heat Race number 1, half the field in Heat Race number 2. We're getting ready to lock down and go eastbound. East to west. Wild side, they're coming at you on the backstretch. Give them a big old wave. Let them know you appreciate them. Lights are off, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Rubber ducky, let's go right here. Green flag is in the air. Look at this, they go in the turns 1 and 2. Alan Bowles side by side with the 00 of Brent Arnold. Down the backstretch they go. Brian Cash in the 9 on the inside, and here comes the 41 of Marshall Davis. Look at this, guys, they're side by side. It's going to be Brent Arnold out front, Alan Bowles in second to 3. 3 wide in the turns 1 and 2. 3 wide down the backstretch. Look at the number 9. Oh, hold on to it, number 20. Jamison Gibson going sideways there. Look at this. Right now it is the 0, Brent Arnold still out front. The 41 of Marshall Davis in second. The new leader, the 41 of Marshall Davis, now out front. It'll be the 00 Brent Arnold. Then the 20 of Jamison Gibson jumping up there. He started 6th. He's up there in that 3rd spot, battling there with the 9 of Brian Cash. Look at this right here. Look at the race back there for 2nd, 3rd. Whoa, hold on to it, 20. Look at him, he's drifting down a 4. Got 3 more laps to go. .41 of Marshall Davis still out front. It'll be the 4 of Scott Treadway. I said that was the 9, but that's the 4 of Scott Treadway up there in second. Look out, 41 and going sideways. Here comes the 4 taking advantage as that 41 got it up on the side there. Look out. Checkered flag is going to be in the air for the 41. Wow, what a race. 41 of Marshall Davis, Scott Treadway, Brent Arnold, Chris Hookenhand, the 20 of Jamison Gibson, and the 3 of Alan Bowles. Lebanon I-44 Speedway, what'd you think of heat race number 1? You got your money's worth right there. Can't wait to see all of them out there on the track. We're getting ready now for heat race number 2. On the front row will be the 21 of Nick Black. On the outside will be Nicholas Black. The row number 2 will be 88 of Mike Morgan. On the outside will be the Bob Mitchell, the 13. Row number 3 will be 66 of Austin Hope. And on the outside will be Mike Caesar. Then the 51 of Luke Whitebeard. Here we go. Heat race number 2. Look at the smoke blow. They come in the turn 3 and 4 out of limited quarter. Green flag is in the air. Oh, look at that. We got excitement. We got excitement in turn number 1 and 2. Can I give you some advice, race fans? They love when you get excited. They love when you get loud. What you guys think about that in turn number 1? The louder you get, the better they race. The harder the race. These are competitors. They have retired from the over the road, and they have came to put on a show for you fans here. American Big Rig Series races across the country, 6 different tracks. They're here at the High Banks. Here we go, race fans. Let's see if we can get a full lap in right here. Green flag is in the air. Whoa, we're staying green. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa. Well, let's see the head-on collision right there. It's good. Come on, Lebanon I-44 Speedway, make some noise. This is getting intense. They're saying we're not going to settle this at Jonesy's truck stop. We're going to settle it right here at the High Banks. All right, so they've been warned. If they can't get it one lap this time, they're going to be single file. They're going to be lined up like rubber ducks. They're going to get lined back up here. Here we go. And that heat race. Heat race number 1, they have the skill drivers. You know, they have no problems. This heat race, we're seeing a bunch of rivalries here. Here we go. Lights are going off. Pick you out a winner. Can they make it out of turn number 1? That's the goal. Then after that, they can do whatever they want. Here we go. Let's get it one lap. Come on, race fans, cheer them on. Green flag is in the air. 3 wide in the turns 1 and 2, and they're not giving up. This is called the Roughhouse Heat Race. Ooh, look out, here we go. Heat race number 2 at the line. It's going to be the 46 of Nicholas Black, the 21 of Nick Black. Side by side here for the lead. They go into turns 3 and 4. Out of 4. Still be the 21. Be the 46 of Nicholas Black, the 21 of Nick Black. Back to second. Here comes the 46. 46 on the outside carrying that momentum. Can he hold on to the lead? Look out. Here comes the 88. The 88 of Mike Morgan. Moves up there to that second spot. Look at Mike Morgan going 21.684. Nicholas Black going 21.685. Is that a Jake break that I hear? Look at that race back here for 4th. Side by side for 4th. 21. Nick Black racing there with the 66 of Austin Hope. Two more laps to go. White flag is in the air for the 46 of Nicholas Black, the 88 of Mike Morgan. Checker flag is in the air. Wow, what a heat race there. All right, so here we go. We're going to be bringing you out a Bramble Springs Bakery Crown Vics. 3 heat races for them. Here we go. On the track right now, it's going to be the 17 out front of Drew Scholl, the 29 of Nate Scrivener, the 8 of Sierra Herden, the 28 of Jacob Merriman, the 70 of Yvette Eichelman, the 3 of Garth Griswold, and the 84 of J.C. Newell. flag is in the air. Here we go. Out front's going to be the 17. Drew Scholl out front, the 29. Nate Scrivener on the outside, the 70. Yvette Eichelman on that inside. Lap number 1, it's going to go to Drew Scholl, the 17. Nate Scrivener in second. Yvette Eichelman moves up now to that second spot. Yvette Eichelman now out front, your new race leader. Green flag is still in the air, the 17 still out front. Caution is going to come out. Fans stick around. It's just a little shower. Going to let it roll by. Stay with us, fans.